As time goes by and the death toll climbs, nothing seems to turn out right. Everything's fucked, but you're in luck. It's Pat Reedy's Lock and Show Live. It's live. Pat Reedy's Lock and Show Live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Pat Reedy's Lock and Show Live. Thank you for joining us. We have three special guests this week. We got Chris Acker from down in New Orleans, and we have Miss Tess in Nashville, as well as Bryan Eaton, also in Nashville. So, without any further ado, play a song. Here's a song inspired by having to listen to Christian radio because there was nothing else that I could tune in on that particular dump truck at the time. Alright. I flipped my car out on the turnpike. The doctor said I died. Find myself with Jesus Christ away up in the sky. I said, am I going to hell? He said, you ain't the worst we've seen. It ain't show time, lay off whiskey and remember this one thing. Well, holy rolling preaching just ain't worth the down. What matters most in life is how you treat your fellow man. When you find another ism to revolve your life around, before you blow your whistle, stop that train and let me down. Some loudmouth televangelists, they got a lot to say by walking in my footsteps, and now they'll show you the way. But the fancy cars and swimming pools and mansions on TV sure don't look like any manger I've ever seen. And holy rolling preaching just ain't worth the damn. What matters most in life is how you treat the least of men. When you find another ism to revolve your life around, before you blow your whistle, stop that train and let me down. Some will come from college with more dollars left than cents, and higher education can be good, but that depends. You don't have to go to Harvard just to find the golden rule, or intentional communities of educated fools. Then holy rolling politics just ain't worth the damn. What matters most in life is how you treat your fellow man. When you find another ism to revolve your life around, before you blow your whistle, stop that train and let me down. Last verse. He said, Pat, you'd better wake up now, 'cause you got things to do. One more thing before you go, your language could improve. When you bust your knuckles on a wrench, you don't have me to blame for teaching new words to the neighbors' kids and hollering out my name. And holy rolling preaching just ain't worth the damn. What matters most in life is how you treat your fellow man. When you find another ism to revolve your life around, before you blow your whistle, stop that train and let me down. Okay. Well, I guess there's a little more song for you. If I can find my capo. Which I apparently cannot find. So, oh, here we go. Yeah, I should really, prepare for this or something. But anyhow, here is a song about trains. Up in the morning and the boss man's yelling. If you can't make him happy, then why do you try? Hold on your tongue, chew on your words. You can wash it all down a Friday night. You gotta run, boys, run through the tall grass. Run on, boys, not too soon. Run on, boys, run through the yard. And you gotta see them before they see you. I'm from the mountains, sitting and spooking. A mean bowl makes a long ride. Can't catch me, I'm headed out west. Gonna ask my darling to be my bride. You gotta run, boys, run through the tall grass. Run on, boys, and not too soon. Run on, boys, run through the yard. And you gotta see them before they see you. Pasco in the blazing sun, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. If I was a bird, if I could fly, I'd be right there, honey, by your side. You gotta run, boys, run through the tall grass. Run on, boys, not too soon. Run on, boys, run through the yard. And you gotta see them before they see you. Helps to see them before they see you. Okay. Well, thank you all for tuning in one more time. Welcome to Pat Reedy's Locked In Show Live. Our special guests today are Chris Acker and Thomas Bryan Eaton and Miss Tess. And if you want to support us, you can do that on the thing below in the comments, as well as the thing above in the, what do we call it, the header, on Venmo. And that gets shared between our production members, being me and Caleb Griffin and Justin Hamilton, and who has sea monkeys to feed, as well as our guests. But, all right. I think we should move on over to Mr. Chris Acker. All right, Chris Acker.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, happy to be here. Thanks for having me. I love the bunker. The bunker aesthetic is nice, with the American flag, and I love it.
It was a present from some punks in Columbia, Missouri. I don't know what government building they stole it from, but I do know that it was presented to me by my buddy Graham Kennedy.
Awesome.
He was from the punks from Missouri. I was like, oh yeah. So tell us all about yourself.
Well, I just got back to my parents' house to say hey to them for the first time since this all went over. So I'm in my childhood bedroom. That's now my mom and dad's office. So my dad cleans watches in the corner that I explored my body for the first time.
So there's no like pictures like that you drew when you were 5 that's supposed to be like something that doesn't look anything like it. Like,
No, they got rid of all that. They're not sentimental that way. The one thing that's still there is on my closet, the doorknobs are still these little like Pottery Barn baseball handles. They're like little baseballs, and that's the only thing that is reminiscent of me as a child. And the rest is
surviving.
once once I moved out, they were like, that's a new room. We're not gonna. Why would we keep his bed? So I'm sleeping on the deck, which is great. So
It's because you survived.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Anyways, so what we're gonna go right to a video, I think, and then talk to you afterward because.
Oh, okay.
Music. Is that all right, Justin?
All right. Yeah, this was shot in Idaho on my way to Seattle, so we're just gonna completely change sceneries here.
Sounds good.
All right.
Let's do it.
Are we doing it? All right, and now we're in my van in Idaho, where I'm hanging out with I'm not hanging out with my parents and sister in the van, but I'm hanging out in Idaho with them, which is a different place than I believe the interview that just took place is. But anyways, I drove out here from New Orleans, and before I start playing, I'd just like to announce that this thing hit 270,000 miles the other day, and it's on its 3rd transmission, but it's still worth applauding, and I know it's going to make it to 300,000, mark my words, or it's going to break down right after I play these 3 songs. But anyways, this first song is called Mahogany. Oh. Mahogany eats Taco Bell in her hotel on Thanksgiving. Her family won't invite her to Baton Rouge 'cause of what she do. And a wallet in the pocket of a pair of khakis won't stay heavy near my mahogany. Said he's here for a conference. Oh, data consultants and mahogany. She's up all night just working those VIPs. Can't you see? Dixie Divas is no longer just for retirees. And a wallet in the pocket of a pair of khakis won't stay heavy near my mahogany. Said he's here for a conference for data consultants and mahogany eats Taco Bell in her hotel on Thanksgiving.
Taco Bell and her hotel on Thanksgiving. All right. I'm going to continue this theme of songs about true stories of my 5 or some odd years in New Orleans. This next song is about a friend of mine. This is my favorite love story of anyone I've ever met, and it's about my friend Nick. He's an older guy that kind of holds court outside his house on Rampart Street in the Bywater, and yeah, I don't know. He's the kind of guy that, you know, you stop to say hey, you ask him one question, and then you're there for the afternoon, and you've heard his life story, and that's a good thing, because it's a hell of a story. So here is a ballad for Nick here. Shotguns, tin roofs, the air sits more than it moves. Newspaper hits the front door. Nicky wakes in the front room. He's packed his Mitsubishi with the itchy upholstery. He's going to Austin to his sister's. She's got an open room. The way his eyes wander won't make wise of your daughters. Pensacola, 1973. It was over a bag of Lebanese hash. Nick met Joe, went back to his house, laid down for smoke. Nick was just 20, and Joe was near 40, but the first man to hold Nick, that secrecy. Go to Hippie Hollow, they'd fuck on Joe's sailboat, go around in his limo. Nick insisted he drove. In purple pants and high heels, Nick wrote hot checks and closed deals. Joe designed the insides of Austin's fine homes. But love is a migrant. Its movement is constant. With Nick, Joe's couldn't stay. Said, baby, I'm just the first one in your life full of good love. Save for some hurt. What's our consequence to pay? Time never went wasted. Stood still in some places. When it heals you, a friend all remains. Shotguns, shingle roofs, the air sits more than it moves. Nick sits on his corner. He's just turned 60. Call on the home phone. The voice of Joe saying, Nicky, my liver is not gonna hold. So Nick makes up the guest bed and hires the house chef. Says, Joe, you won't be going to any old home. And late one spring evening, two lovers lay sleeping down the hall from each other. They listen to each other breathing. Okay, if you're still with me, that's all true story. All those little facts were things I heard kind of late at night outside at Nick's place. I need to send him that song because I don't know if it proves it. Anyways, I got one more for you guys. It's a fun one. So I'm gonna get fun for it. Whoa! Now that's a fun guy. That says fun like a good pair of shades. Okay, this song is about touching people, which is, when they say that you can touch them. It's about daydreaming of touching. And touching is something that, in this day and age, it's a luxury. Okay, so for all those dreaming of a touch, here's Styrofoam. All the little kids got their sidewalk chalk, stepping on the roaches, putting salt on the slugs, and I'm sitting in my kitchen, chewing on bread, treating every dollar like a rubber band. Well, those big eyebrows and those high cheekbones probably had her looking pretty funny till she was grown. Now she's living on the corner, I'm making a wish. I wonder how she'd like my face if it didn't look like this. She wouldn't ask for something she couldn't get by herself. I wanna feel you on my skin like copper tone. I wanna beg like a payday loan. I'm gonna stand my ground like a traffic cone, honey. I'm gonna last like styrofoam, like styrofoam. All the earth girls just pump their thumbs, resting on their elbows until they're numb. And I'm standing around on my 2 feet, wondering if they can move on them like me. And the hangers in her closet, they're better dressed than any pew humper in their Sunday best. And I want little bruises from her kiss. I wonder how she'd like my face if it didn't look like this. She wouldn't ask for something forget by herself. I wanna feel you on my skin like a copper tone. I wanna beg like a payday loan. I'm gonna stand my ground like a traffic cone, honey. I'm gonna last like styrofoam, like styrofoam, like styrofoam, like styrofoam.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Chris Acker. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good deal. Thomas Bryan Eaton and Miss Tess? Okay. Well,
Hey.
we got some comments.
Oh, no.
Bernardo Sullivan says, hi from sunny West Cork. I take that to mean that it's raining like fuck there, as usual.
Right.
Yeah.
I try to get in there.
See, Sarah, my wife, says, love them glasses, Chris.
Thank you. I should
a
have
whole
worn
bunch of
them to your
sexual
guys'
harassment.
Yes.
Tui is telling me, take your shirt off. She's telling Chris that.
I think she's telling everybody that.
Not happening. Oh, and also, so we got a watch party going on in Liverpool. John, Liam, Tui, Davey, and Tom, who ships on fire, plus my wife, are all watching in Liverpool and want Pat's nipples. And that's not happening.
Well, you'd have to take off like 3 layers. It would just take too long. It'd
Easily
take
3 layers.
to
And
show.
the tie.
Yeah.
And the tie.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you come to be living in New Orleans?
It's such a common story at this point, but I was hitchhiking a lot, and I ended up in New Orleans because some guy busking told me to go there. It's like it's so. I almost think about putting that in like a bio or something, but it's just I think it's a very common story. But I guess one interesting part is that how I like saved up to go down there was I sold a ton of mushrooms to a frat house in Seattle, and I've been trying to sell them for weeks and didn't make any sales. And then just one frat house bought me out completely. And the best part is I didn't do mushrooms for the first time until like 3 years later. Like I was selling a drug I'd never done before. But
That's funny.
They
did, actually.
Then they asked me like, so what are they like? And I just like made up like they're spacey or whatever, like I just like made up what I thought mushrooms did to you. And then I went to New Orleans. So I guess that's actually how I got there.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, because I bought or go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I just said that I bought that time I didn't hitchhike. I bought a Greyhound ticket with that money. So I guess how I got to New Orleans was Greyhound. Which I heard you talk about with Willie last week. There's been a lot of Greyhound talk on this show.
Well, it's very. I remember that last week, and it's very important for our European viewers to understand the Greyhound is not nice like all y'all's European buses that you have. It's like prison on wheels.
Literally, actually, no. We stopped in El Paso on the way, and an entire prison, like people that just got out of prison, they get like a free Greyhound ticket. So I was like the only there were.
Well, it wasn't quite free.
Yeah. But they a bunch of people that just got out of prison got on the bus, and I rode across all of Texas with a guy that'd been in prison for like 10 years. And yeah, he had a bag of books about the Bible. It's funny, like Christian literature is interesting. It's like They have this one book, and then all the other books are just about that book. Like it's all fan fiction. It's all it's all just fan fiction about that one book. You know?
Yeah, Tolkien has a similar thing.
Yeah,
It just isn't. People don't generally. Not as many people wrap their whole fucking lives around it.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
how do people find your music?
Spotify, if you want to give me actual money, Bandcamp, and I mail tapes and CDs out, but the internet, right? You type in Chris Acker.
Chris Acker. And by the way, if anybody wants to support right now, what they can do is follow the link below the screen in the comments, as well as above in the header. I think it's called. I don't know what you call that in millennial speak, but it's above. And they can PayPal and Venmo, and that gets split between my guests here, Bryan Eaton, and Miss Tess, and Chris Acker, as well as my friend Justin Hamilton, my friend and dad, Justin Hamilton, as well as Caleb Griffin, who's in the next room.
Oh, what's up, Caleb? I haven't seen Caleb in a long time.
He's there. Okay. I think it's time to get over because I'm running short on time here. We're halfway through the show, and by the way, all y'all, Todd Day Wait is running a live stream starting at 2, so I don't want to bleed into that because I want all y'all to check that shit out too. So we're gonna go over to Miss Tess and Bryan Eaton. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, we're here.
Hi.
How y'all
Did
doing?
we say something now?
Yep. You could have said something in the meanwhile too.
We're kind of squeezed into this tiny frame. I don't know if you can see my tie, but I got dressed up too. Pat inspired me.
Very nice tie. Very
what
nice
a nice tie it is.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
So y'all tell us something about yourselves. I know Miss Tess, you tour a lot. You also have a studio in your house. I know I've been in it.
Yeah, we've been this is the longest stretch of time I think I've been home in like 13 years or something. We've really done a lot of touring. And so we've been trying to, enjoy our time off and do some work in the studio and start thinking about new recordings. And
Tess already put out 2 records this year as well, so
Jeez.
she's been working. We had a full official Miss Tess record that we recorded at the bomb shelter with Andrea. Pat, you were just saying you were just in there recently. But
Yeah, I was. Shit, I didn't know you were at the bomb shelter.
The last record of Tess's that we put out in February was recorded there. The Moon is an Ashtray.
Moon is an Ashtray. We recorded all over at Andrea's, and he produced it. And it was super fun. So then we were gonna tour that whole album like all year basically, but then we left like 2 days into our March tour. We were in Bristol, Virginia, playing the Bristol Country Music Museum with Jim Lauderdale, and I was trying to enjoy. I just knew it was gonna be the last time I was gonna play a show for a while. But it was like a radio broadcast with a small live audience, and it was like a 20-minute set, so you just get up there and you're like, okay, get warmed up, okay, enjoy this, there's like a crazy virus and then we're all gonna have to go home after this.
So that was a little intense.
Yeah.
Shit.
So but we've been enjoying.
So the viewers, just so the viewers know, the Bomb Shelter Studio is a fully analog, old school fucking recording studio run by Andrea Tokic. Done a lot of different people. What are they? Deslon, Hooray for the Riff Raff, Luke Bell.
Alabama Shakes is the big one, too.
Huh?
Alabama Shakes, too.
Their
first record that blew up was all Andrea.
Well, he did that in his living room before
that was at the old spot,
he even had a studio, basically. And that record was really huge, so the man knows what he's doing with all that analog gear.
He actually lives really close to us too. He's just right over there, maybe a mile or 2.
Yeah, we're in Nashville here on our back porch.
Your nice new porch.
Oh,
yeah. We got our it needed some rehab when we moved in. The guy that we bought the house from, well, let's just say he liked his meth, and he he was also liked to build things, and sometimes in really shoddy kind of ways.
Yeah, like one nail in a joist hanger that's not the right size for the joist. Kind of guy.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was pretty. We got the two reactions when we had people that actually know more about, carpentry or construction. Like looking at the deck when we first moved in, there was either like laughter or there was like, "You guys should get this fixed pretty soon."
Like,
don't have any parties
until it's fixed. You probably shouldn't stand on top of that.
Yeah.
They're called carpenters, by the way.
Carpenters.
And there's a reason why they exist.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that band too. Yeah.
Well, shit. All right. Let's go on over to the video though. I'm just looking at time.
Yeah. I mean, we could just talk about stupid stuff all day.
Yeah. All right. I didn't say I was good at this. I just it's my wife. All right.
Yeah.
Mute your mic.
Oh.
Hey everyone, Miss Tess here, and this is my partner Thomas Bryan Eaton, coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to play some original songs, and this next one is the title track from my most recent album. It's called The Moon is an Ashtray. Hope you like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. The moon is an ashtray, catching dreams that have burned away. They couldn't stand up to the flame, so they flickered and died. The moon is an ashtray, holding memories of happy days. Fallen embers gently finds their place and never return. Although they are stardust floating free, I know they were never meant for me. The moon is an ashtray, sitting high above the landscape, covered by the ash of yesterday, to crater and wane. Although they are stardust floating free, I know they were never meant for me. The moon is an ashtray, sitting high above the landscape, covered by the ash of yesterday, so never to shine, so never to shine, so never to shine, so never to shine.
lots of bugs down here in Tennessee.
Thank you. Yeah, we decided to do this outside, but you will get, in addition to our songs, the lovely ambiance of Tennessee in the summertime. And yeah, well, we're gonna do another song off that album. This one you might have heard on Sirius XM Outlaw Country. They've been playing it quite a bit, so y'all can request them play it more if you want. This is one called Gambling Man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that deck, set money on the table, yet what you gonna get on the draw? Yes, double down, add on, all or nothing, come around, who's gonna make that call? Yeah, Satan's house, snake eyes, make the right to qualify when you're gonna play your hand. Well, there's no use in scheming when you just started saying, do you wanna be a gambling man? Gambling man. Hand hard, wild card, breaking even, bet the odds how you gonna hold on your own. Yeah, spy and sink or swim, a lucky one is gonna win pinballs and give it a loan. Carousel, gold tail, horse diamonds, where when you gonna play your hand? Where there's no use in quitting when beginner's luck is winning. Do you wanna be a gambling man? Gambling man. Come on, Thomas. Gambling man. I roll the fold and show losing hand. I don't know, dealer gonna make that call. Yes, big man loses skin, never gonna play again. Find out that you bet it all. Yes, take mistakes, make or break, chips a count of losing streak, or when you gonna play your hand. Well, you better start digging from the hole you're in if you wanna be a gambling man. Gambling man. Gambling man. Gambling man. Yeah. All right. Well, we'd like to have Mr. Thomas Bryan Eaton sing a song for you. Thomas has got a number of albums out as well, and he's kind of working on a new one right now. But
It's true.
yeah, what are you gonna play for the people?
I'm gonna do a country song from a record of country songs that I put out a couple of years ago now. We're gonna bring it down here for the end. Let these crickets be our backdrop. And do a song from a record I put out in 2018. The record's called "Been Through This Before." It's kind of a reflection of life and the lessons that we learn or don't learn. And this is a slow, sad one called "I Thought We Were Different." 2, 3, 4. I've seen some sad situations before, men brought down to their knees. I've seen so many years of love tossed away with ease. I thought we were different. I thought that we were meant to be. Though I never thought you would ever do those things to me. I know it's hard as the years roll on to keep a house from burning down. As hangs a flame that once burned bright becomes ashes on the ground. But I thought we were different. I thought that we were meant to be. Though I never thought you would ever do those things to me. So if it's really over this time, if that's really what you want, I'll let you go, I'll turn away. I can't be something that I'm not. But I thought we were different. I thought that we were meant to be. No, I never thought you would ever do those things to me. No, I never thought you would ever do those things to me. Well, thanks, folks, and thanks to Pat Reedy for having us.
And hope everyone is safe and well out there, and we look forward to seeing you out there on the road as soon as we are able. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hey,
That is wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks, Pat.
thank you.
So, I enjoyed the ambiance of insects, by the way. Some of our European friends think that they have insects in their country, and they don't.
I thought there were insects in the Northeast. You know, I grew up in upstate New York, and I thought there were insects there, and then I moved to
Oh, no.
Nashville. It's like it's a totally different
There
thing.
are so many bugs here. It's incredible. Just all yes, and they're so loud. Like it's almost deafening outside. Like in the early evening with all the cicadas and the birds and everything. It's crazy.
It's like louder than New York City traffic. Just
yeah.
well, okay. By the way, Chris Acker, as well as y'all, have videos out. The Moons and Ashtray is a kick-ass video where it's got Tim
Thank
Finland
you.
in it.
Yeah.
Chris
Tim
Acker has
Finland.
videos as well, and we're gonna when we're done with the show, we're gonna actually put it somehow in a link somewhere
Cool.
to that. How do we find your music?
Well, my website is misstessmusic.com, but also if you just Google Miss Tess or whatever your streaming service is, I've got like 10 or 11 albums out there, and then Bryan Eaton has his own profiles on all those stuff too.
ThomasBryaneaton.com.
With Y.
Brian with a Y.
Brian with the Y. Very important.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I have a handful of records now. I got a new one I'm finishing up currently. Though it's not really a quarantine record. I've just finally had time to finish a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Time to work on stuff. Time to get writing.
I don't. Sarah, my wife, wants the Liverpool contingent also want Chris's nipples. By the way, that's up to you.
That's
good.
easy. I don't.
Irene K. Swenson says, watching from Sweden. Thank you for the music, Tess and Thomas.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and thanks Pat for having us, man. This is cool.
Yeah.
Good. How many? You've been doing this for a while now, too, right? I've seen a handful, but I know
This is our 12th show.
Yeah, we've had a live stream every Sunday until this one too. We've been doing our Sunday Fun Day Country Music Hour, so we've missed most of
Yeah,
yours.
we've had a competing stream actually. So, but we're taking August off, so then we were able to do this one. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. We got about 10 minutes before Todd Day Waits show starts. One more time, all y'all, if you want to support this, you know how to do it. There's a link down below and above, Venmo and PayPal. And if you cannot afford it because you're out of work or quarantined or whatever the fuck, then the way to help us out is to share it from your page to try to get Thomas Bryan Eaton, Miss Tess, and Chris Acker to new ears.
Sweet. Am I on, Pat? Am I?
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're on.
Okay. Oh, I was just gonna say too. For
Y'all can talk too. You know each other.
Oh yeah, Hey, what's up?
What's up?
A lot of good times dancing to these two after Blackpot at the Saint Street Inn.
Oh yeah, those
brunch. Really, really fond memories to your guys' music. No, but I did want to add that whatever donations we get, I wanted to just say that I'm gonna throw them at the City Waste Union in New Orleans, because since the beginning of quarantine, there's been a bunch of guys called they're called hoppers. They're basically your garbage dudes, and they've been demanding $15 an hour and protective equipment since the beginning of all this. And
as if that's some sort of kingly sum of money.
Right, exactly. So they've been on strike since the beginning of this, and they've had a GoFundMe that's been keeping them going for the entirety of quarantine. So just trying to keep that going.
How do people connect to that?
They have a very active Instagram and Facebook presence, and then that's where you can find the link to the GoFundMe. And
say their name one more time.
The City Waste Union, and the link is in my bio on Instagram too. So if you're watching this through Instagram, just the City Waste Union. But it's really cool what they're doing down there. So yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, support that. Support these musicians, please.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Thomas Bryan Eaton, Miss Tess, and Chris Acker. Oh, and wow.
Pat Reedy, you got a new record coming out
for later.
You got a new record coming out here soon too, right? What's up with that? Come on.
Theoretically,
I remember playing some guitar on it like a while back.
Do you distinctly remember that?
I do. It was a it was quite a day.
Oh well, that's coming out sometime.
Yeah.
Some sort of COVID free time.
Sounds promising.
Or on it. No, that was actually kick ass.
It was probably just about a year ago. We were doing those shows in Helen, Georgia. I did those couple shows with you in that little Bavarian village. Yeah, was that last summer or 2 summers ago?
The fake Bavarian village in a tiny town in Georgia. It was the most German shit I've ever seen, and I've been to Germany.
Yeah, yeah, totally. It was super strange and like a whole nother world.
Awesome, man.
It was awesome though. Yeah, it was sort of like Gatlinburg, but like way cooler. But still pretty annoying in a lot of ways.
Well, that's another thing. You were talking about the Europeans and the bugs, and like, yeah, I wonder if the Europeans know that we have these little villages that are modeled after specific countries in Europe, in our country.
Well, my wife is from Europe and cracks up all the time when we're driving through, like, I don't know, some suburb of Chicago or something, and there'll be like some dude has a castle house. She's like, what is the obsession with castles that y'all have?
Or that big castle you drive by like on the way to Lexington, Kentucky. You're just like
right
on
outside
that
of Lexington. There's a
after
big
you get off the
castle.
highway, and there's that one road, and there's this huge castle with like turrets like on each thing, which apparently you can rent. You can stay in like a.
Sir, I don't believe you have archers. I don't think you need turrets.
I mean, if
we've
I had
moved time.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to shoot some arrows from those turrets, though.
Pour some boiling oil on some people.
Yeah, come on.
They'd just be flinging rotten fucking animals at you, though. So.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not all it's cracked up to be, Callaway. And then you have to wipe your ass with a stick, and it's.
Yeah. We do have some. I like a lot of the modern conveniences we have. Toilet paper.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
It's a little more.
I mean, that's if you're not a purist. It is. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Chris Acker and Thomas Bryan Eaton. I think we're running shy on time now. Y'all know where to find, all y'all watchers know where to find their music. And,
yeah, your wife says, thanks for the show, but the Liverpool contingent did enjoy it, but they're sad for the lack of nipples. There you go.
Yeah. I'm not going to do it.
No. You don't have to. Neither did we.
Yeah. We really wanted to. We were waiting for that.
Chris Acker wanted to. Thank you for tuning in and joining us while we explored our bodies.
Way to bring it full circle.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much, Thomas. One more time, Miss Tess and Chris Acker. Y'all
Thanks, Pat.
hook them up.
Thanks, Pat.
On Venmo and PayPal and Bandcamp and all that shit, and buy some fucking albums. Enjoy their music. And thank y'all very much.
All right.
Be nice to each other.
Happy Sunday.